Hi, Scary Recaps here. Today, I'm going to explain the movie Tigers Are Not Afraid from 2017. Beware of spoilers. In a classroom in Mexico, a teacher assigns the pupils to write a fairy tale. Estrella, a young girl, begins her story writing about tigers. Shine, a little boy who is living on the streets, steals a gun from a man named Caco and points it at him. Shine, however, can't shoot him, and Caco leaves, unaware of the theft. Estrella develops her fairy tale. Suddenly, gunfire is heard outside the school, and the pupils fall to the ground to protect themselves. The teacher crawls to Estrella and gives her 3 pieces of white chalk, saying that there are 3 wishes, just like in a fairy tale. Estrella holds on the chalk and waits for the shooting to stop. Consequently, the classes are suspended until further notice. On her way back home, Estrella comes across a dead body lying on the street. A trail of blood from the deceased follows the young girl to her house. The blood climbs up the wall and forms a weird pattern on one of the hung clothes. Shine examines his loot, the gun and the phone of Caco. He narrates the tale of the tiger to the other orphans he's hanging out with. Meanwhile, Estrella's mother has gone missing and the little girl is all alone. She takes 1 piece of chalk and wishes for her mother to come back. Estrella falls asleep on the couch when she is awakened by her mother's voice calling out to her. An eerie shadow appears behind the little girl and a grey hand touches her shoulder. Estrella screams in terror. The next day, Estrella is seen sitting outside her home. She walks back in and sees a boy wearing a tiger mask stealing from her. She tries to stop him, and the boy tells her that her mother may have fallen victim to the Guascas, a band of drug dealers and human traffickers. Frightened by the ghostly presence that seems to haunt her house, Estrella stays most of the time outdoors. Later on, she decides to follow the little thief back to his hideout. It turns out that the boy with the tiger mask was Shine. His friends are Pop, Tusi, and Moro. The boys tell her to leave, mentioning that girls are bad luck, but Estrella is too hungry and stays with them anyway. In the night, Moro secretly gives her a cookie, but the boy leaves in a hurry, called by Shine. Afterwards, the familiar spectre comes again and grabs Estrella's hands. It appears as if her mother died from suffocation, wrapped up in tape. Estrella screams in horror and Shine rebukes her for waking him up. The next day, the Guascas arrive. Shine and the boys flee. Estrella follows them and Shine rescues her by shooting at Caco, who is searching for his gun and mobile phone. Shine and Estrella are soon reunited by Pop and Tusi, but Moro has been kidnapped. Shine blames Estrella for Moro being taken, but Estrella tells him that she knows a way to make the Guasca disappear. Shine then hands her the gun and says to her that if she kills Caco, then he will let her stay with them. The boys take Estrella to Caco's apartment. Estrella enters alone. She walks inside, undetected, and points the gun at him, but she can't pull the trigger. Instead, she makes another wish that she doesn't have to kill Caco. She opens her eyes and sees that Caco is dead. A strange snake crawls from the gun inside her sleeve and down to the floor. Estrella runs away and enters a room where she finds Moro and many more abducted children locked up in cages. She frees them all and exits Caco's apartment. Back at their hideout, Shine asks Estrella how she did it, and she tells him about the wishes. The children, feeling happy for their successful rescue, dance. Later, during the night, Estrella has another vision of her mother, who warns her that the one who has really killed Caco is looking for her. She is supposed to bring him to her. In the morning, the little gang abandons its hideout and goes to meet with Brian, who is the leader of another gang. Shine tells Brian that Caco is dead, and Brian laughs at him, but he is eventually convinced. However, he warns Shine that Chino and the rest of the Guascas will be coming for them. Shine suggests hiding, and the rest, Pop, Tusi, Moro, and Estrella, break into a deserted mansion. The blood trail follows Estrella, and a hissing voice, resembling a snake, speaks to her, saying that they will come for her. Shine is feeling down because he didn't kill Caco as he was supposed to do. He still keeps Caco's phone because it has the only photo of his missing, presumed dead, mother. A call from Tio, Kako's brother, who threatens the children, shows that Brian has divulged information to the Guascas about Kako's death. Nevertheless, despite the dire spot they are in, the little gang has a little break from all this madness around them, playing football and drawing on the soccer balls. Shine and Estrella discuss about their mothers. Shine asks if Estrella can make a wish, and she tells him that every time she makes a wish, it seems to go wrong. Shine goes to Estrella's house to take a photo of her mother and bring it to her, but he is surprised by Tio and is taken away. Estrella searches for Shine in the mansion and sees Tio approaching. She runs away and hides in a dark room where her dead mother comes to her. Frightened, Estrella leaves the room and Tio grabs her. Tio asks where Kako's mobile phone is and takes her to a hall where a Guasca holds Shine at gunpoint. Morrow shoots the Guasca in the arm and Tio shoots Morrow in the belly. Shine stabs Tio in the leg and the children manage to escape. Morrow dies and the children are devastated. Estrella wonders why the Guascas want the mobile phone so badly, and Shine discovers a video of Chino beating and killing a captive woman. Estrella suggests calling Chino and Shine agrees. Chino makes a deal with the children. In exchange for the mobile photo and the footage that incriminates him, Chino will send away the Guascas. Chino also tells them that it was him who killed Kako and not Estrella. Shine and the other boys get angry at Estrella, blaming her for Morrow's death, and abandon her. Later that night, Estrella has another vision. She sees many dead people who tell her to bring him to them. Pop and Tusi steal Kako's phone from Shine. Estrella is haunted by the spirits of the dead who demand justice. She runs away, scared. In the meantime, Pop and Tusi show the footage of Chino's killing the woman to the police. But the policemen recognize the leader of the Guascas and refuse to help. Shine notices a detail in the video and realizes that the victim was Estrella's mother. The boys bury Morrow and are reunited with Estrella, who witnesses Morrow's ghost waving at her. Shine, Estrella, Pop, and Tusi decide to go to the rendezvous point in order to give the mobile phone to Chino. The four meet with Chino, Tio, and another Guasca in an abandoned building. Shine gives the mobile phone and Chino asks him what the password is. Shine says that he doesn't know it and Chino kills Tio and the Guasca. He then destroys the phone and says that he held up his end of the bargain. The children flee, but Estrella wants to know about her mother. Shine tells her that he gave a decoy phone to Chino and shows her the video where her mother is killed by Chino. Shine mentions that wishes aren't real, and Estrella chalks an X on his cheek, wishing that his scars will disappear. Chino then comes and kills Shine, having realized his deception. Estrella runs away and Chino hunts her down. Estrella hides in a room and Morrow's Teddy Tiger leads her down a shaft and into a dark room. In there, she finds many dead bodies. Her mother appears and comes to her. Estrella is not afraid now. She reconnects with her mother and takes her bracelet. Afterwards, Estrella uses Kako's phone to lure Chino inside the room with the dead. Chino enters it and is trapped. He tries to escape, but it is too late for him. The spirits of his victims kill him and finally have their revenge. As Estrella is about to leave, she sees Shine's ghost in front of her. She says farewell to him, and Shine goes into the room and sets it on fire. Estrella then comes across a tiger, the one that escaped from the zoo. Satisfied and free, Estrella leaves the abandoned building and walks into a green field.